Hi everyone, we just returned home from church and I wanted to pop in to have a little chit chat to see how everyone is, what everyone is up to, how you doing, what's going on with you, and just a quick little chit chat to just catch up. How's everyone doing? For those of you who have school age children, can you believe that the school year is almost over? This school year went by so fast. It feels like it went by super fast. And here we are approaching the summer and looking at summer plans and what we're going to do. We are my two younger kids usually go to camp. Their school usually has a summer camp. However, last year I noticed that they didn't really go to camp. We paid for it because you have to pay the deposit, and then you only after the deposit you only pay for the days that you go. But I noticed last summer a lot of times they didn't go, and they were home. One of my sons did a music camp in addition to his school's summer camp, and so that took up some of his time. But other than that, like they didn't want to do the field trips, the camp field trips. A lot of times they just wanted to, go and do something with me or play at home. And I found that the days that they didn't go to camp just seemed a lot more relaxed. I don't know why, because I would think it would be the opposite. So I say all that to say, speaking of summer, because we are planning to just kick it here. We have not paid for summer camp. I am not planning to take them because my children are, well, for the reason that I, just said, but the other biggest reason why is our children are 16, 9, and 7. And my 9-year-old will be in middle school soon. And I want to take this summer to enjoy some parks and pools and things like that because I know that he's getting older and there will come a time when the park won't be as exciting for him. And so I just have this vision this summer of just hanging out with the two little ones primarily at the park, going to pools, and also going to a lot of the like the nature preserves that we have here in Metro Atlanta, and also just going to some other places in the state too, some state parks, going to the pools, and just going to the library activities. We have done, when I go through the list of all the big ticket things to do in Atlanta, the aquarium, Children's Museum, World of Coke, Zoo Atlanta, Six Flags, we have done all of those things so many times that I can't even count. And so I thought that it would be really nice to just have an more laid back just summer where they can just go to parks, go to state parks, go to the pools more this summer and just kick back, relax, run around, jump. And I'm just gonna just soak it all in. And this revelation of the seasons has just been great. I did a video on it. I'm not sure if will have put it up by the time this video is live. If I have, I will link it. But I just had a revelation of embracing the seasons of motherhood and just understanding that not to wish for the winter and the summertime only to get to the wait how did I to not wish for the winter in the summer only to get to the winter and wish for the summer. In other words, to embrace and enjoy each season as it comes, because it's so easy as mothers for us to kind of long for a different season, when we're having a challenge. Oh, it's going to be great when they're all potty trained, or oh, it's going to be great when they're all out of the house, or oh, it's going to be great when they can drive, and things like that. And those things I definitely look forward to watching our children grow, but I'm more conscious now of embracing each season. And so this summer I just really want to just settle in and just simmer in this time and just enjoy watching. My oldest is going to be graduating soon in a couple of years, and my two younger ones, just letting them enjoy their time as smaller boys and running around in the park and just doing all of those just fun things. And we homeschooled. We did I mean, we went to a lot of different places, and a lot of places that didn't cost a lot of money, but they were educational, they were fun, they were inspiring, they were kid friendly, but they were little. And so I thought, the two younger ones were quite little at the time. And so I'm just thinking it'll be super cool to just maybe revisit some of those parks and sort of your museums and things that are not like your big ticket museums. I don't know about where you live, but here in Georgia, we have a lot of little preserves and a lot of little museums and historic areas that are low key, that are not necessarily, if you Google what to do in Atlanta or things to do in Atlanta, these are not the things that will pop up. You get Six Flags, Whitewater, Georgia Aquarium, Zoo Atlanta, and things like that would pop up. But there's so many other gems here to explore, and I just want to do that. Just go for rides and just really just take it in. So that's what we are planning to do this summer. And just, I don't think we're going to do, we may go to Six Flags once, and we usually go to alternate. One week we go to Six Flags, one week go to Whitewater, and because even though they would go to camp, I would still keep them at home a couple of days a week. So this time I'm just going to keep them at home the whole time, and they are super excited. They didn't even really want to go to camp. So I guess we were on the same frequency and aligned with all of that. So, I'm just really looking forward to spending that time with them. I will still be working at home. But I will be able to, I think, definitely manage working at home and taking them out. I'm going to get started back on my manuscript this summer as well, so I will have to manage the three, taking them out, spending time with them this summer, working from home, and also getting back started on my manuscript. So it's just a lot of good things going on, and I'm just really pondering things and just really getting myself grounded, getting my routines together, because I guess one of the biggest things that has helped me to be able to manage time, as far as being able to do the things that I want to do and have time to do those things, is being able to manage those daily activities. Flylady has been awesome. I've been utilizing the Flylady system since about maybe September or October of last year, and it's just been really, really good. And for those of you who heard my saw the video, the updated video, the life update video, and I mentioned my father. Well, before he passed away, he was on hospice here at home, and that Flylady system really helped me to sort of maneuver through him being here on hospice, and me helping him and still keeping the house up and things like that. So, but the Flylady system has been awesome. If you're looking for, even if you're not looking for a system, check her out, because it's really good, and it may be something that is more beneficial than the system that you're currently using. But it's basically a system for helping you to declutter, helping you get your deep cleaning in, helping you with your self-care, and just really managing your time so that you're able to get all of those things in, without being overwhelmed, because it's small increments of time. And so I feel like I get more housework in daily, but I get it in incremental times, and it's helped me with working from home, because in the past I would get behind on work, if you remember me mentioning that in prior videos, because I would be so distracted by my to-do list. I'd be distracted by housework. And now it's been awesome because I feel like I have all of those things intact. I have, the housework, the all those little things. I've gotten a good exercise routine going. So, it's just I just been really spending some time just getting myself together. You know what I mean? Like, you have these times in life where you just say, you know what, I really need to get myself together right where I am and figure this thing out. And so, meditating, learning about nutrition, and just really, I think at now that I turned 40 at the end of last year, and I just have just been on this path of just really just being genuine, being authentic, looking at my life, reflecting the things that I feel I want to see in my life, being open to receiving the answers, and then stepping out and acting upon those answers, and not expecting anyone else to do anything, or there's not thinking that there's anyone else who's responsible for happiness, or not only not responsible, but there's no one else to blame. If there's something that I want to do or see or experience, then I have enough faith to believe that if this is what is for me, that I can step out on it and figuring out, receiving the answer as far as what that looks like for me in this season. So I hope that makes sense. I know. um, yeah, because stepping out on it because the way a thing manifests in this season, in one season of life, may be different. If it's traveling, well, I may not be able to. Traveling for me may look differently at this season than it would in another season. So that's what I mean by acting out upon certain things as it relates to the season of life that I'm in. And in other words, I don't have to just wait until some other day to do certain things. If it's something that I really want to do or experience, I believe I can figure out how I can experience a piece of that, a portion or part of that right now, and I don't have to wait. So if I want to experience more travel, or if I want this thing or this experience, or whatever the case may be, instead of saying, oh, when the kids are grown, and that has its place too, because I understand seasons, but in some cases, I can do a little bit of that now. Maybe it's a foreign language that I learned, or maybe it's learning about an area or joining a certain club, or maybe it's actually traveling more, but just figuring out what it is that I can do to satisfy that in my life right now. And one of the things that I did that I've started doing that I'm really excited about is I started tennis lessons. Oh my gosh, do you know how long I have talked about taking tennis lessons? It has been years. I think when I first wanted to start playing tennis, or when I first started to talk about it, my middle son was a baby and he's now 9. And so a couple of years ago, I bought a tennis racket, and it just was in my trunk for like 2 years. And I found a group, and that didn't work out. And I found some lessons, but the timing didn't work out because the Saturdays just wasn't going to work for me with the small children. And we have a business that we run, that my husband primarily runs, and doing that on Saturdays with the little kids, it just was, I wasn't going to be able to commit to it. But I finally found some lessons here near our home, a great coach that's close by, and the time works out, and the price fits into the budget. And I've been taking lessons. I think I've had 4 or 5 lessons now. Yeah. And love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm so excited because I've wanted to do it, and I just would put it off and not look into it, and so I've just started to say, I'm just gonna, all these things that I put off, I'm gonna find out, do they fit where I am now? Do they fit this season? How, not if they, but how does it fit into this season? And so, I'm finding a good Zumba class. I found a workout class, a different workout class that I love. And um, so yeah, I'm just really just building, you know what I mean? Just building um, some things into my life that I enjoy, that just are just good for me, and putting myself ahead versus putting myself on the back burner and saying, you know what, this is something I want to do. I can go ahead and do it. I mean, this fits, and it's not taken away from anyone. It's just, a way to put myself ahead and acknowledge myself and care for myself. And so I've been just building this, workout routine that I enjoy. It's not based on, oh my gosh, I gotta lose weight, but just enjoying exercise and enjoying the benefits of exercise and how I feel and all of that stuff. So, yeah, there's just a lot. I said a lot, but there's a lot that's, a lot that is transpiring in life right now, and it's good things. Good things. I've been learning about chakras. Who else do you look up? Do you pay attention to the chakras, the seven main energy points, the root chakra? It's red. They're the colors, and there's the third eye is a chakra, the crown chakra, and there's seven main chakras. But I've been, studying a little bit of that and really getting into that, the spiritual energy, and paying attention to my moods, paying attention to when I feel more energy or more inclined to do certain things, and just rearranging the way I do things to match that. So, honey, yes, it has just been, I have just been just really focused on um, getting things right, getting it right, and just saying, this doesn't work. Let me see if this works. Telling myself I'm going to wake up at that time hasn't worked. So let me just see how the energy flows and go with that. Setting up my day a particular way. And I've come so far now with how I set up my day and how I do things. And I'm just really, really happy because I'm seeing a lot of progress with it. And a lot of these things I want to share, because it's all about, being happy, living full and loving life. And sometimes in order to do that, we really do have to peel back layers and then only add back those things that really, really matter, and not fill our lives with a bunch of stuff that we're just doing. Because if we're just doing stuff, then we're just taking time away from the things that we could be doing with our time that really matter to us, the quality things. And so I just went through about 50 videos in one breath. But yeah, that's part of what I've been doing, and my husband and I, like I mentioned a second ago, we have a business and we're doing things with that. We have the children, and just, also just rebounding from my father's death and getting some things squared away with him, and his affairs. And it's just been a lot, but it's been good. And you know what, though, I have been learning. God has just been teaching me so much through all these processes, and he's been allowing me to really learn about myself, and to really take the time to learn about myself, and really take the time to not condemn myself, but to say, this doesn't work, let me do it this way. That doesn't work, let me do this, and let me find out, why this doesn't work. Why am I moody at this time of day? What am I eating? Let me look at what I eat. And just really just getting into just learning myself and taking responsibility for everything as it relates to me, and being particular and specific, and not just floating through life, but living on purpose. Living on purpose. And that has not just been a one day thing. It's been finding out, well, what is the purpose? How do I live it out? What do I need to take away? What do I need to put back in? And it has just been a journey. And I feel like now um, I'm just getting to a point where I can see the fruit of it all, and I can see, wow, I see changes. I'm not the same person that I was. And so I said all that. I don't know why I said all that, but I hope I'm just, getting chit chat, caught up, update, if you will. But I hope that some piece of all of that rambling that I just did was inspiring to you. And I think that it's important that we share the things that we're doing, share the things that we're learning with each other, to help one another and to lift one another up and to encourage one another, because that's how we grow. And I'd rather be encouraging for sure than to be someone who is bringing people down. And just, it's all good. It's all good. Being a mom is a beautiful, beautiful experience, and it can be a challenging one. And it's just important that we lift each other up and know that, when things aren't perfect, we don't do everything perfect. We have times when we hit it right on the nail and times when we don't. But, it's all good. Just remember what your intention is. Just remember where your heart is. And know that you mean well in all that you do. And not be so hard on yourself for what you perceive as less than, or what you perceive as a failure. And just stay with it. Stay with it. Stay in there. Be happy. Live full. Love life. Remember yourself. Take care of yourself the way you fight to take care of your children, take care of your family. Fight to take care of yourself. Fight to find out what it is that makes you tick. And when you find out what makes you tick, you embrace that. You embrace it. Embrace it. Run with it. Don't be apologetic. If climbing mountains is what makes you tick and nobody else in your crew is climbing mountains, then you find some other people that you can climb mountains with, and you do that. You do it. Because to not do it is to die. To not do what is authentic and genuine to who you are and who God created you to be is to die. I mean, it is really to wither up. And don't be ashamed of who you are. And don't be afraid or ashamed of those things that you know are genuine and authentic to you, even if it's different from what you have projected to the people in your life right now, even if it's different from what your peers are doing. Embrace it and be you, because we evolve and we learn things, and we sometimes go through school for a particular job, and we get there and realize this is not really what I want. I thought this is what I wanted, but it's not. It's okay to pivot, to change, and to evolve, and to realize that you have run the course for whatever that career path was, and you've gotten what you needed out of it, and now it's time for you to do something else. Run with it, and let's encourage one another to do that, and to be seek our happiness. Seek our happiness and be intentional about it. So anyway, I'm gonna get into the house and eat, and we're gonna go out. We have some work we need to do, and so I'm gonna get in here and do that. But this was really nice, and hopefully I can come back next Sunday with another Sunday chit chat. I think I'm gonna do because yeah, I think I'm gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna try to do another Sunday chit chat. Although, what else can I chit chat about? I chit chatted about everything in this one. But I enjoy reading your comments about these chit chats. These are some of my favorite videos to do, and I'm looking forward to the next one. I wish I could do it live, but I don't have enough subscribers yet. But we're getting there. So thank you so much for watching today. If this is your first time here, how rude of me. Welcome. My name is Jennifer. I put up different types of videos, but my main intention with this channel is to inspire you to be happy, to live full and love life as I am inspired to do the same. Thank you for watching. Have a happy, blessed day.